Hey everyone, I hope you are doing well. I'm going to do a reading for um, July abundance and just see what is coming in. We're in the middle of retrograde, but this doesn't mean that it's not a time to rework some of the things that can help us and to kind of guide us moving forward. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to actually do by elements and we're going to kind of go from there. So, so we're going to start with, I'm going to start with, right now we're in water season. So we're going to start with Cancer. What messages for Cancer signs for July in terms of abundance? What messages for Cancer in relation to abundance? So, for cancers, some of you might be feeling some pressure. It might be around like your choice, what profession, maybe like some other folks who are weighing in, trying to like advise you or maybe sway you, how they think like your career, your profession should look like. For some of you, it's like you have natural abilities and it's around teaching. You should be doing some sort of teaching work that might be involved. Let's see what else, what other messages. So that's potentially what's holding some of you all up. Yeah, some of you are artists, like you have gifts that you're supposed to be teaching, sharing with other folks. And it may be that like some of you have family members that view like you need to be a particular profession in order to bring a particular type of income in. But it's like some of you may like have tried different things, but maybe like financially have felt blocked because you are trying those things that people are putting pressure on you to be in, and maybe those things aren't working or you may feel blocked because of it. So let's see what other messages for Cancer around abundance for the month of July. Yeah, some of you, it's like King of Cups, like your stability is going to come in around things that allow you to tap into your intuitive abilities. So art is an intuitive ability, like it's spiritual, like you're able to envision, see how things should be. Let's see what else. But also, like doing that will bring in stability because you are in that. Some of you also need to, work with people in collaboration. You have the Three of Pentacles here, but also too, thank you so much for the hearts. Some of you also, when I see the Three of Pentacles, like when I'm thinking of the art, like some of you may need to like think of maybe get like an art mentor, like a art agent or someone that can help you get your work to be seen, or you need to be showing your work, and that's why like things aren't moving the way that it needs to be. Hi y'all, I'm not doing personals. If you want to book a personal, you can do link in bio. So yeah, some of you are artists. You have visions. You should be showing your work. You should be working in community, and that is why some things are blocked. Yeah, if you guys want to do a personal reading, you can click the link in bio. Oops. Yeah, there's something around like the World card. There's something around timing or like divine timing in relation to this purpose. Like there may be a cycle that you're fighting that you need to like respect in relation to your gifts. And this is the retrograde. So this is a good time to, if you feel like things aren't working, this is the time to kind of like identify those gifts and to work on them, and to perfect some of the things that you're not allowing to be visible. Okay, so I'm going to do the next sign. So we got Cancer. We're going to do, after Cancer, it is Leo. Okay, so what messages for Leos during the month of July? Thank you so much for the follow. Okay, what other messages for Leos during the month of July around abundance? Okay, so for Leo, for some of y'all, like you've been part of what's blocking you. Some of you are, your spending habits are a little out of control. So some of you need to like track your spending, maybe build some milestones in terms of where you need to be at. Some of you to kind of rectify those spending habits, like Spirit and them are calling you to have passive income. So you need to, like, whatever you're gifted in, you need to start monetizing that. It's like some of you, because you're just spending unconsciously, like you're not seeing like some of the puzzles around the things that you're supposed to be locking in about. Let's see. I want to find out what is it that Leo's need to lock in about in terms of money. Yeah, some of you have like tower. Hi, Kiana. Some of you guys may have tower moments come in, like transition. It's like you're not choosing the path that you're supposed to be on, and it's impacting your money. So you have Five of Pentacles here. Some of you, it's like you have to close out a cycle. Let's see what else for Leo. What is it for Leo? Yeah, some of you all, I keep getting swords. It's like you guys need to move on from the work that you're doing. Like you're not allowing yourself to move on. Thank you so much for the rose, Kiana. How are you doing? Um, yeah, it's like that's what's blocking your money. Yeah, I keep getting like swords, Six of Swords. Like you need to move on to better options. That's what's blocking your money. Yeah, Sun card. Some of you may have like gifts that you need to like allow your work to be seen. And that's potentially why like momentum's not moving forward. Some of you may also need to be in social media. Like that's also why like your stuff is not coming through. Hi, Ronnie. If you want to do a fertility reading, you can book the link in bio. Right now, I'm just doing around the signs. Yeah, so Leo, some of y'all need to be back online. You need to like have your work, your gifts need to be shown online. Yeah, some of you are like too hermiting. And it's like you have the wisdom of what you're supposed to be doing. It's just like you're not allowing it to be shown. There's many opportunities coming forward. It's just that you need to like move on it. Stop the spinning. Be more careful with it. Okay, so let's do. So we got Leo. I'm gonna do Virgo next. Yeah, if you guys want to do fertility reading, you can book link in bio. I do fertility readings. I'm just not doing personal on live right now. Or if you guys want to book, you can. Or if you want to come on live with me later this week, I can do a reading for you. Okay. So let's do Virgo's abundance for July. What do Virgos need to do? Okay. For some of you Virgos, like your work should be around like counseling or providing advisement for others. For some of you, like that work, if you lean into that work, it's going to open up. Some of you guys have like dreams of having more of a permanent home or having a permanent place where you live, but it's like you need to get on track with your money. Yeah, some of it is like what's blocking you is like you see limitations to how you see yourself and the gift around doing counseling, mentorship. So they're asking you, you need to step forward in your gift more. Some of you, it's like you guys have obligations, contracts. So when we're born, we have like contracts of what we're supposed to be doing here. And because you are not fulfilling that contract, that's why you're potentially blocked. So let me pull out, what is it? Thank you all so much for the hearts. I appreciate it. What is it that Virgo, hi Rose, what is it that Virgos need to do for the month of July for money? Yeah, some of you, it's creative oriented. Some of you need to get more into your inner child work, or maybe that you need to do some healing around the inner child work. And that's also why it's impacting. Yeah, you have Ten of Pentacles. Some of you guys, like, you have the ability to meet the full elevation of where you're supposed to be, but it's you got to get in alignment and do the things that you need to do. Some of you need to do shadow work. That also will help your money as well. Opening up. Yeah. If I have time at the end, I can do some personal readings if you guys want to send payment. I have a link in my bio if you would like personal done. Okay, so let's go on to Libra next. So see for Libra. What is it that Libra needs to do to bring in abundance for July? What is it for abundance for Libras? What is it for abundance for Libras? Okay, so for some of you Libras, like you need to niche down your abilities or your specializations. You need to like relay those to folks. For some of you, you have the ability to advocate for others. Like you see what people need, and that's also part of your work. For some of you, it's what's blocking your money is the location you're in. Some of you are going to be required to travel for your work. That's what's going to open things up for you, and why things are blocked. To see what else for Libras in terms of money. What else do Libras need to know for money? Thank you all for who on live that are liking. I appreciate it. Yeah, some of you are also therapists too, like healers. And if you're not doing that work, that's why it's not in alignment. For some of you, it's like once you get in this alignment, like love, relationship is going to come through and open up for you. Let's see. Some of you, you need to walk away from a path that you've been on. Like there's something about your job, work that's not relatable anymore. I also see the judgment. I also think ancestors like calling you into this work. Okay, so what else? What other messages for Libra around work? For some of you, like, I don't know if some of you've gone through heartbreak, could be love in the past. But there's a reminder, you have the Ace of Cups. So, like, your cup's going to be overflowing if you're willing to take this chance to kind of go out on a different path. Like, you're probably going to have like love or relationship come through as a result of you taking on this new path. So for some of you, you just need to feel like less defeated. Some of you may have had conflict with other people, and spirit and ancestors just want to remind you like that is also part of the path and the work that we experience as people. Like, what can you learn from these experiences? So yeah, so Libra, you guys have some good stuff coming in, but you also have like some decisions to make. I hear a motorcycle in the background. Usually, like when I hear rev loudly like that, that's usually like ancestors co-signing certain things. Yeah, I see the Two of Swords, decisions. You need to just like take the leap, go and make the decision. Okay, so let's do Libra. Let's do Scorpio next. See what's going on with Scorpios. A lot of decision making for certain signs this year. Some of you like may feel like things are completed, cycles completed, and things don't sit with you anymore. So let's see what for Scorpio, what do they need to do for abundance? What does Scorpios need to do for abundance? Okay, so for Scorpios, some of you are caught because you're not allowing yourself to be innovative. Like, you need to think outside of the box. And like play, contribute, think like what things can you bring to the table? For some of you, it's like you need to learn how to be your own boss. Like, that's where your innovation, because the jobs that you're in is not allowing you to be innovative. And for some of you, feel stuck because like you either may have been like raised that you have to do work a certain way, like being your own boss is not something that you've learned or have been allowed to learn. Yeah, for some of you, like 10 of Wands here, some of you are working extra hard. You don't need to be working harder than what you are. And that's why like you're tired. And also sometimes like your ability to innovate, see what's in front of you is exhausting you. Yeah, I also saw the Empress card here. So entrepreneurship, being your feminine energy. Okay, so what else for Scorpios? What else is Scorpios around abundance? Yeah, Four of Swords. Y'all are just tired. Tired from the work that you've been doing. Y'all know you have High Priestess. Y'all know what you should be doing. You need to be using your inner wisdom for the work that you're supposed to be doing. Thank you all so much for forwarding, sharing my live. I appreciate that. Yes, a lot of you know what the work you're supposed to be doing so that you can be your own boss. You have opportunities that can come through quickly, but it's like you need to allow yourself to take chance, take a chance with your work. Yeah, so okay, so let's do it's Scorpio. I'm gonna do Sag next. Thank you, Roses, for the like for the live. And at the end, if I have time, I might do personal readings. If you guys want to book for live reading, I can do a short one. I'll put my PayPal and stuff up if you guys want to ask a question or something. Okay, so for Sagittarius, what do you guys need to call in or what's coming through? I keep coming out. I'm going to shuffle this a little bit more. Sagittarius, some of you guys need to be writing. What does Sagittarius need to be doing during the month of July for abundance? Which is Sagittarius. So I'll call them Sagittarius, but Sagittarius. Some of you have decisions that you need to make. So again, around dreams. Some of you, you're stuck because it's your self-value, how you view yourself. You need to work on your shadow work about like your worthiness and how you see yourself. Hi, Jagged for Nails. Nice to meet you. For some of you, it's like you may need to do like some retreat work. Like that's something that would relate and to your work, things that you should be doing. Some of you need to be influencers, so you need to have a social media. Could be that like you're a writer, but you need to put your stuff up on Substack. So nice to have you here, Jagged Little Nails. And thank you all for liking. Yeah, like you guys need to be on social media. Have your stuff on Substack. Sages, if you have your stuff on Substack and you haven't been writing consistently, like Spirit saying like you need to get on it. This is the time, especially right now, retrograde, to call it in. Thank you all so much for the likes. I haven't been live in a minute. I'll be honest, I've been tired and just trying to get myself together. Yeah, some of you guys have like, you have the Ace of Swords. Like some of you guys have ideas in mind or new ideas have been coming up. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can talk about retrograde. Retrograde is like when everything that the energy, typically like Earth and all that stuff, usually rotates forward. And this time around, it's kind of moving backwards. So some of you guys like may experience like communication errors, like with people, like social media, like people don't message you or things don't come through. Sometimes like for folks, like their money may be impacted, like your money comes through in kind of a like little funky way, so like maybe people pay you but they don't pay you the full amount, or like there's errors with your banking account. And also like people will also talk about exes coming back, right? That's not always the case, but you know, a lot of people are like, I can't deal with the retrograde, specifically if it's in certain placements in your chart, because sometimes that can kind of impact how things come about for you. But it just really depends on people, like how they experience it. Are you a nail artist, Jagged Little Nails? Are you a do you do nails? But yeah, Sages, like y'all have ideas or new ideas, new downloads will come through. I was just asking with your name moniker. I don't know, maybe that's what you should be doing. Jagged Little Nails. Yeah, some of you, oh, that works. Yeah, some of y'all have King of Swords. Like some of the stuff that you guys have been doing, like, doesn't really work for you anymore. Like some of you need to kind of cut the cycle that you've been in. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. So some of you guys are juggling between jobs. Oh, okay. Sometimes that is a retrograde. Money can take a hit, but also who you're dating can also take a hit with your money. Also, what I've experienced when I've stayed in jobs, my money's taken a hit. But it just depends, like when I read for folks. Yeah, for some of you guys who are Sagittarius, like you need to like quit juggling. Yeah, that's good. He's falling apart. Sometimes it happens, like when you're dating someone, depending on if they're in the same energy as you, they can really impact like how things are coming towards you, and what's going on. Yeah, if you want to do a reading, Jagged Little Nails. I may have time afterwards. I can put my PayPal up if you want to find out like what you need to do for money. But yeah, it's like y'all Sages aren't, you need to shift some of your work that you're doing. And that's what's impacting you right now. So it's Sag. I need to do Capricorn. Capricorn, some of y'all need to stop being envious of other people. That's what's affecting your energy. What else is going on with Capricorns around their money? What can they expect for abundance? Shuffle again. Yeah. Ooh. Not everyone's caught out for family. That's for sure. The responsibility. Yeah, for some of you Caps, it's like money, abundance for Caps. Some of you all have like confidence issues. That explains the envious. It's like you need to learn how to like step into your power. You haven't been able to step in your power. Like that's something that blocks you. And it's because like you're focusing on everybody else. And like, why isn't this going this way? You're not focusing. That's what's blocking you, Capricorn. Thank you so much, Queen of Sheba. Yeah, it's like some of you all like, it's like you feel pressure from not meeting what you need to be doing. Let's see what else for Capricorn coming up. I haven't seen y'all in a minute. It's so nice to see some of you guys on here who I haven't seen in a while. Yeah, some of you Capricorns are healers. I just finished Sag. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post this on my YouTube. It's the same handle as this handle on TikTok. I'll put a blurb up on my TikTok just to let you guys know that it's on my YouTube. But yeah, some of you Capricorns are healers. And it's like, you have the gift, but you watching everybody else not doing the work. And that's what's blocking you. But that's also what's going to bring your money in. Let's see what else I have to say. Like the cards be flipping. Yeah, Emperor, I was cutting the deck. Some of y'all like you need to be in your leadership mode. Like you need to bring that inner boss energy in. That's what's blocking you. It's also entrepreneurship. Capricorn, what else in terms of abundance? Yeah, that's going to bring 10 of Pentacles in. So you also community, people around you, bringing folks together, but being in your entrepreneurship bag is what's going to help you. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Yeah, 4 of Wands. So you're going to have some success, but you need to quit looking at what everybody else is doing and do you. Oh, you're Aquarius Pisces. Oh my. Aquariuses are fun though. Like a lot of y'all are just very like eccentric, like able to like think about unique things. Yeah, Capricorn, you guys have money opportunities for a month of July, but it's gonna really depend on like, are you gonna quit looking at what everybody else is doing, or are you gonna step in to where you need to be and quit like saying, why is this not happening? Okay, so I'm gonna get to Aquarius, Queen of Sheba, you Aquarius. Aquariuses are also really artistic, but you're also Aquarius Pisces combo. Girl, you got the feeling and you got the, as one of my mentors says, Aquariuses are also the aliens of the zodiac sign. Yeah, some of you, I don't know, Queen of Sheba, are you an entrepreneur? If you're not, you should be. Okay, so let's see what else for Aquarius. What should Aquarius be doing? You're February 19th. Yeah, entrepreneur. A lot of you need to be doing visioning work. Okay, this is your sign, Queen of Sheba. You need to get on your entrepreneurship bag. You need to start doing like third eye work if you're feeling like you're blocked. Because like the visioning work is going to help you see what you need to do for your business to get it off the ground. Good. Some of the reason why, if you do become blocked, it's because you limit yourself and the vision for what you see for yourself. So you close your mind down for what could possibly be for yourself. You may want to also, if you haven't, like continue to open yourself up for types of training or skills or like initiation to kind of like give you more opportunity to have different types of funding streams. So Queen of Sheba, this might be helpful for you. Also cut the deck artist. So that also goes with the visioning and visioning work too. Some of you do have artistic abilities that maybe you could utilize towards your business. Yeah, you got Queen of Pentacles. So money, potentially like it'll help ground you. But I also see like Devil card, don't overly obsess about the details. Don't overly obsess about like if this is right or not. You need to just get the work out. I just also cut the deck. You needed the Fool. Queen of Sheba, if you are you need to take a chance. Like you got the Fool card here. Take the leap. Yeah. It's hard. Business work is hard. If you're an entrepreneur, you should be doing shadow work. Like that's a non-negotiable. It's going to bring out all aspects of yourself that you haven't worked on, but it's also a spiritual thing to be an entrepreneur, right? Because with it, like you have to learn how to build. I was just talking with someone the other day. Like you have to learn how to build that internal faith. And that's what this is going on right now with everyone being laid off. I don't know who this is. I'm blocking them. I wish I had like someone to moderate for me. For some of you, it's like you doing being an entrepreneur just right now with what's going on with people losing jobs. It's an internal faith that we have to have rather than on external hopes of jobs outside of ourselves. It's really about having the notion of the wisdom that we have in ourselves and using that to create opportunities for ourselves. So I hope you're hearing this, Queen of Sheba. Like, remember the wisdom, that the gifts that you have internally, so that you're able to leverage that for what you need to be doing. Okay, so we have Aquarius. Next is Aries, no, Pisces. Yeah. You have your hands full. um, and I'm also a doula, so I totally understand, Queen of Sheba. um, so I think we have Pisces next. And then Pisces, and then it's Aries, and then Taurus. Okay, so yeah. All right, Pisces. What does Pisces need to do during the month of July? Okay. So Pisces, some of y'all need to also be like, your dream job isn't what is external, it's what you're going to get paid to exist, basically, Pisces, for some of y'all. Pisces, some of y'all need to like experiment with the work that you're doing. Like if you're indecisive, like experiment, try it out. Okay, so let's see what else for Pisces. Some of you, it may be like leading retreats, maybe like hosting people for like types of events. Like, for example, you could be like someone who brings people to new locations, highlights new stuff in the community, be like a community organizer or bring people together. And that might also be like your niche. Let's see what else. Some of you may need to write about as you're like organizing or bringing people together. Like some of you need to write about the experience, like share it with people. Like you could do a blog post or something. Some of what's blocking you is like it's laziness. Like you guys have these ideas, you have these wishes, these dreams, but you're sitting on it and you're not allowing yourself to move forward with what these things are. Let's see what else. For Pisces. Yeah, I said retreat. Too funny. Yeah. Some of you guys need to be hosting retreats. Or like if there's new businesses that are in your area, like host a retreat and highlighting them. But some of you who are Pisces like need to do more inner work. So confidence building, allowing yourself to be seen so that like your face can get out there. Let's see what else. Yeah, I see Queen of Wands. So some of it is like it's around image, design, entrepreneurship. What else for Pisces that they need to be doing? For some of you, it's like you may need to also allow yourself to travel. So like you may live in a location, but maybe you need to like do retreats in different spaces outside of your norm. Maybe if you live in a local area, but like you can't afford to go too far, maybe there's something that oh good, I'm glad you're putting yourself out in August. Yeah, maybe it's like some of you want to go to places or have ideas of collaborations that are outside of your local area, and spirits like get more broader than where you are. But also like some of you are also weighing decisions, like you have options in hand. You have Four of Wands, so you will be successful with it, but you just need to like let yourself go there. Quit like holding yourself back, quit like slacking. Some of you guys are just holding on. It could be to a job, money, because you feel like if you do this, like you're not going to be provided for. So it just like holds you static. But get your community together so that they can support you. Yeah, Queen of Sheba, you'll have to keep me posted on how August goes with unfolding this. Okay, so let's do next sign. Aries, I believe, is next. So, Aries, I don't know if some of you work in government or you have ability to be like diplomatic to people. Maybe some of you guys want to be like mediators or should be mediators. Oh, thank you. Like you just have a way of being diplomatic and bringing people together, or you should be maybe being a diplomat or something like that. That's what I'm picking up here. Like you know how to bring people together. Okay, so for Aries, what else coming for Aries? Thank you all so much for the follow. Some of you, like you, some of you need to promote your work. Part of like, if you're trying to get clients or you're trying to like call in relationships or connections professionally, it's because you're not promoting your services. And for some of it, it's like because you're not scheduling it. Like, so for example, if you have a social media profile, like you're not scheduling your offerings out so people can see what your work is, so people can find you. And if you feel like you're good at bringing people together, building connections and like diplomacy or diplomatic work or relationship building is where you should be, like you need to start working on it, because there's something about timing and that being like spirit and them are like TikTok. Like you need to like get it into gear, right? That's why things aren't moving. Let's see what else for Aries. If you guys want to do personal, I have a link in my bio. Yeah, also money, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys have money that could potentially come in if you do that. I also see the Nine of Pentacles. So I always think of like fertility, fruiting. You have offerings, things that have been sitting in incubation, but you're just not allowing it to go through. Some of you feel bound, like it's your mental that keeps you bound to where you're at. And that's why like things aren't moving. They're asking you all to like have courage, put your work out, quit like stalling, schedule your work, show your work, build a schedule for yourself, right? Okay, so I'm going to see if I can plug this in because I'm going to get to Taurus that's next, right? Let's see if I can do Taurus. Kiana, you on here still? You're Taurus. This is you. I always end up missing you when I do Taurus. So, yes. Okay, let's see. Make sure this stays balanced. Okay. No, you didn't. I'm just working through the signs. I haven't been on live in, it's been a couple weeks. And so I just felt called to do all the signs. So, getting back into the flow. Okay, so let's see for Taurus for month of July abundance. What does Taurus need to be doing for the month of July? Okay, so Taurus, some of y'all need to be doing some self-care. It's also a part of abundance work. Some of that self-care could be also towards your healing, but also just learning how to treat yourself really well, nicely. And I also say to folks, like, buy yourself flowers, like, do the things that you haven't done for yourself in a minute. Because that is also part of, like, we talk about glamour work. Like, that's also part of glamour work, too, right? For some of you, it's they want you to have self-care is because some of you are like impatient, and it may be impatient around your circumstances in relation to like money, or it could just be overall your personal life. It's like you want things to move, but you're not like creating the care for the pieces in place for that to happen, right? Oop, that one flew out. Yeah, some of that is also too, like you guys have a lot of, you have locks and keys. So it's the impatience what's closing you off, but the opening that will help you is also like maybe giving yourself an opportunity to go take a like art class. If you want to have a fertility reading, you could book my link in bio. I do fertility readings. Another again motorcycle. Some of you guys like need to be going to a creative class so that you also learn how to build that care for yourself. Slow down. Sometimes slowing down is what also can help bring the money through. So you're not like stressing yourself out. Some of it is also like you guys have fear of failure. So I don't know if you're an entrepreneur or you work in another type of environment, but it's like failure kind of keeps you frozen. And that also too can block your money as well. So let's see. So self-care, doing your shadow work, quit being so hard on yourself. Like things take time to move and to have patience with self. Let's see what else. Yeah, focus. So self-care, meditating, like get that inner focus. That will also help you unravel and help you see where you can, you know, relax a little bit, but also like you may get some downloads and messages from your ancestors where you need to be. Like if there's other places you need to be, this is a good thing to tap in. Yeah, I see magician card. A lot of you guys have like all the tools within you, but it's like you're not allowing yourself to meditate, to do the care, to tap in, to know like what you need to be doing next, right? Oops. Let me move this, make sure it doesn't fall over. My phone was about to die because the power. Let's see what else. Okay. Also, too, some of you may be healers, or you may be feelers, or you may be artists. Like I also seen cups here. For some of you who are Taurus, like some of y'all are being presented with opportunities, or there are things that are being presented to you, but for some reason, like some of you guys are like have apathy with those things. Like you're apathetic to it. And like just being like, no, I don't want it. I don't want to acknowledge it. And it could be also your feelings, like you're just not wanting to acknowledge where you're at. And spirit and them are like trying to remind you, like, you have things in front of you. And if you're feeling your feelings and things aren't just rolling out the way that it is, like allow yourself to, move through it, right? Let's see what else. But also don't turn away an opportunity that's in front of your face. Like they're showing you things. Yeah. You got 9 of Pentacles here. Like some of you have like things that are there that are in the foreground that want to come towards you, but because you're saying like no and blocking it, that's what's also blocking you. So quit trying to fight when people are trying to help you, or if you have opportunities in front of you that you're just not allowing yourself to accept. So Taurus, a lot of you, it's the self and the self-care and all that is really like your focus this month. That's really just impacting your abundance. And abundance is always not just money, it's also like relationships, family, how you see yourself, things around you, things that are trying to come towards you. And by you not giving the care or accepting the care around you, you're turning that abundance away from yourself, right? So allow yourself to open up more and be accepting of that. Is that connecting, Kiana? I see some hearts. Thank you so much. Um, yeah. Let's see. We got Gemini next. So keep opening your heart. I know you've been through a lot lately. So, Gemini, a lot of y'all will be in denial. Like you won't accept the truth of like what's in front of you. Some of you may be having financial difficulties and you just don't accept. You don't acknowledge, you pretend like it doesn't exist. And that's what's keeping you blocked. Okay, so let's see what else for Gemini. Some of you should be like working with herbs, herbalism, working with people, like healer of some sort. Some of you are blocked financially or experiencing blockages because some of you like have you have responsibilities, but because you are in denial about the things that you need to be doing or to be financially like stable, it's like that's also impacting you as well. So yeah, some of you like maybe experiencing loss or have had setbacks, and a lot of it is because you are also in denial. And that's what's impacting you. Hey Kiki, it's been a minute since I've seen you. So good to see you. Yeah, some of you it's like you need to quit being in denial that like staying where you're at is going to be okay. Like you need to start doing your training, start doing the things that you need to be doing because you are like not acknowledging it. That's what keeps you stuck. And sometimes Gemini's like, I know several Geminis, and yeah, it's Queen of Cups, healer. Some of the Geminis I know, depending on what part of month they are, like some of them are just, they just don't want to, they just don't want to move. Hi, Marcy. Oh, you want to do a live reading? I could put my PayPal up after this. Yeah, like you guys have 501s. Like y'all like to fight yourself on things. Like you know what you should be doing. And it's yeah, you're Queen of Pentacles. You have money. Money's trying to find you. But because you guys aren't willing to accept it, that's what's blocking you. So Gemini, quit being in denial, and that's gonna help you move forward. And like I said, some of you should be doing healing work, artistic work. Some of you, if you are not sure if that doesn't resonate, like I do chart readings, I can also look at your chart and tell like what you should be doing. Okay, let me put my payment stuff in here. So folks want to do a reading. Let me put in do Cash App. And then it just be $10, or if there's folks on here who want to do donation. read, I will also read for you as well. I know folks are also financially experiencing things. So I put my Cash App and my Venmo up. So if any of you guys on here want to do like a read, just send a donation and I'm more than willing to read for you. And I'll just hang out for a couple more minutes just to see. I don't know if Marzi, are you still on here? I hope to be back on later this week. So if folks on here also want to do a personal, I'm also available as well to do readings too. How many on here have any of you guys had your chart read at all? Do you know what your purpose is supposed to be? Because I get a lot of questions about like relationships and stuff. And as I tell folks, a lot of your relationships are dependent on like, are you doing the work that you're supposed to be doing? So if you're someone who's had job loss or you are just like continuously like stuck and not sure what you should be doing, I'm also willing on Thursday if folks want to like do a mini read just to find out like an idea of where they should be. I'm willing to do that too. I don't know why it says I'm in inactivity. Okay. I think because I've been on for so long. It's having me do this puzzle piece. But yeah, if no one wants to do reading, I might be available later this week. I think I'll try and hop on Thursday. Oh, you haven't got your chart. Well, do you want to do one on Thursday? You want to hop on live? You just send a donation, send me your birth date and location and time of birth, and I can take a look at your chart, give you some points to start to look at on Thursday. And I can hop on live and do it with you. I'll be on the same time as I was today. So that was 5 p.m. Ph.D. time. So if you want to do it then, I can hop on as well. Are you off work then? Oh, yeah. Kiana, have you had your chart read? I'm in full belief that I'm doing it for kids. So if any of you guys have kids, I'm in full belief every parent should have their kids' chart read because that will tell you a lot how to work with your children, but also prepare them so that when they are adults, they know what type of work they should be doing. Because part of the reason why a lot of folks feel like their parents expect them to be or do certain things, that's really what their parents have in mind. And that's what society's put on folks, not really what you're born here to do. So, yeah, Kiana and Adore Me, why don't we do it on Thursday? I'll be on 5 p.m. PST time, which is my time. I'm not sure where you guys are at, but same time like I was today. And then if you guys want to just send me a donation, and I can message both of you guys afterwards what information I need to have. And I could also just like go through like your chart just to see like points of what you should be doing career wise. And then we can kind of go from there. But it's so nice to see all of you guys. And thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a minute since I've been on. And so I'm hoping to get back on more consistently. I just had to take a break for a minute and do some readings offline and just rest a little bit. But yeah, I hope to see you all on Thursday. So Thursday at 5 p.m. But also will message you guys too. So I'll see you guys later. Okay, perfect. I'll see you later. You guys have a good rest of the day, good rest of Monday and the week ahead. So blessings to you all. All right, bye.